to the channel. So today, I know you're very excited to see this video. This is probably my most requested video, review, whatever. I am talking about the Ordinary Serums. Ha! You all know that you want to try them because they're so cheap. It's almost impossible not to be tempted. So I thought I'd better get on it, and what better way to do it than to also include a little giveaway. So stay around until the end of the video so you can see how you can win yourself some Ordinary Serums. And also, if you don't jump to the end of the video, you can stay better informed about the products that may suit your skin the most. So it's a win-win. I also have to say that I am wearing falsies because my skin was just so bumpy today, and I thought I have to distract my face from it. I don't love it. I mean, it's definitely different, but for parties maybe, but for day-to-day, actually I prefer really my natural lashes, but I'm getting way off track, so let's get into this. I'm gonna start with the most basicest Ordinary Serum, which is the Hyaluronic Acid 2% plus B5. This is your run-of-the-mill liquidy hyaluronic acid serum. I really like it. It's really cheap for the quality that it is. A lot of people ask me how it compares to their like sisters, cousins from Hyaluronic. I do think the Hyaluronic ones, especially the sub-Q one, it has a lot of more anti-aging properties than this one does. This is just regular hydrating serum. And the pinky Hyaluronic one, which I believe is an HA concentrate as well, is a little thicker, and I do believe it draws more moisture to the skin. But this is such a good solution for the price that it is, because the Hyaluronic ones are about 30 quid, I believe. This is like a low budgety version. Very recommend. Next on we have, I think, the most popular one, which is the Niacinamide 10% plus Zinc 1%. This is described as a high-strength vitamin and mineral blemish formula. So this is, all the products that I'm going to mention are pretty much for all skin types, but this one targets blemishes the most because it has zinc and niacinamide. I mean, I like it for the price. It's good. It wasn't like a major transformation on my skin, especially because I already used products with niacinamide and zinc as well. So I didn't notice that oomph, but probably for people who haven't introduced these ingredients in their skin, and if you have blemished skin, you should. Very recommended for acne. Again, £5. Next one we have the Alpha Arbutin 2% plus HA. This is mostly for blemished skin. Again, you can use for all skin types or all kinds of like spots and blemishes and everything. It's very hard to like track if your anti-spot products are working, because once you get into the anti-spot game, I mean, it's very hard to track if this one is doing a better job than the other one, because its spots, mine especially, take a long time to heal. Sometimes if I have a really big pimple, a year later, I'll still see a little fleck of red there, which is sad, but true. This hasn't sensitized my skin at all. It doesn't sting, it doesn't burn, it doesn't do anything, so it is extra strength apparently, and it still sinks into my very sensitive skin very well. I can't honestly say if it has helped with spots, but I use it anyway, and I don't dislike it, so. Next up comes the Buffet, which I believe is their most expensive product. This is described as a multi-technology peptide serum. So this is like an anti-aging moisturizing serum. It's very liquidy again. All of these that I mentioned before have different scents to them, but the texture is actually very similar. They say this is like a less strong version of the Hyaluronic Sub-Q. I do love the Hyaluronic Sub-Q, but I actually love the feeling of this one a little bit more. I can't say, you know, wrinkle-wise because I don't have any wrinkles, but I am on the offense about it because I don't want to be, like, attacking wrinkles. I want to prevent them, bitches. So, yes. For this cocktail of ingredients, which are pretty amazing, it's still at half the price of the Sub-Q. Another one that has been heavily like asked about is the vitamin C suspension 23% plus HA, which is hyaluronic acid, spheres at 2%. It's kind of like, it's not like the others, you can see it's in a package, so it's kind of like a milky solution, so it does sink into skin very fast. The spheres kind of protect HA so that it doesn't interfere with the vitamin C, and I think that's because if they're exposed to each other for a long period of time, they will deteriorate each other. I think that's why, I'm not really sure. That's the kind of the only reason that came to my mind. The HA spheres are a little hard to melt, and they're very, very tiny, but you can feel them like gently exfoliating your skin. So if your skin is very, very, very sensitive to exfoliation, you might not like this. My skin is a little sensitive to physical exfoliation, not really chemical, like no acid usually tingles me. And this doesn't tingle as well, though it does say on the side that you should expect a slight tingle. I didn't get any tingle at all, but the spheres do kind of feel just a little bit tiny abrasive to me. So if you have really, really hypersensitive skin to physical exfoliation, maybe try this from a friend if you can first. Otherwise, be careful. Having that said, you can use this day and night, but you do recommend it to use it ideally before going to bed. There's another thing that they do say, if you use the vitamin C one, don't use in the same routine the zinc one. So what I usually do is I use this in the morning, even though they say at nighttime. I usually use this in the morning and then this at night, because they cancel each other out and you're just doing nothing but applying stuff to your face. It does leave my skin very glowy, which I like it for morning time. Even though the spheres take a little longer to melt, by the time I'm doing my makeup, they've melted already, so that's no problem. I do try to be very gentle when I spread it out, but the results in this one, to be honest, are very good. I really like it, and I like it as a makeup base as well. If you're going to use any of the liquidy ones except the zinc one in the same routine, please do it before this one. This has like a thicker texture, even though it is very, very well absorbed. It just should go after the other ones. If it's a very thick oil, apply it after the cream. If it's a very lightweight oil, apply it after the serums and before the cream. And it also depends on the thickness of the cream, from the thinnest to the thicker. Right after that, we got a really famous one as well, which is the Lactic Acid. This one is 10% plus HA 2%. There is a 5% version of this. If you do know that your skin likes lactic acid, this is a very good option. Some people have compared it to the Good Genes by Sunday Riley, which I also have tried for a really long time. I really like it as well. I think I prefer the Good Genes just because it's like a milkier texture, and I really like this one as well. And this is a much, much cheaper version. So if you're on a budget or if you just want to cut some corners, definitely recommend. The results are very similar to the Good Genes one, but if you do feel a splurge, then I won't judge you for getting the Good Genes. Next up, we have the Retinol, my favorite out of the bunch, I think. This is the Advanced Retinoid 2%. There's also a Retinol 1%. And let's not confuse the two. It doesn't mean that this is a stronger version than the other one. So the other one is original retinol, pure retinol at 1%. Not pure, well, diluted at 1% retinol, but it's the OG retinol, the one that a lot of people love, but also a lot of people have been reactive to, very sensitive to. They get their skin really dry and peeling. That's what retinol does. Even though you can see like results, you also have a lot of side effects. Advanced Retinoid is another version of it, and if you heard me gush about the Sunday Riley Luna oil, it's with retinoid and not retinol. So there are no side effects, and some studies show that it can be even more effective, so I always tend to go for the retinoid instead of the retinol because my skin is very, very sensitive. But if you haven't tried retinol yet, and if you want to try like a retinol-like product, I would recommend that you try the retinoid first just to see how your skin reacts to it, and then if you want to try the retinol, but the retinoid is just really good for me, and I feel like I'm just saying retinoid, retinol, retinoid, retinol. Retinoid. Do prefer it, don't have any side effects. Haven't tried the retinol 1% yet, but this is just very, very good to me, so I don't think I'll be going back to that. I really like the scent. It reminds me of fried donuts. I don't know why. It really smells really sweet and like, for me, comforting because I love donuts. It sinks into skin very, very fast. You should apply this after cleansing and toning and before any other product. So if you're applying serums, this comes beforehand. If you're applying creams, before. If you're applying oils, before. You should apply it only at nighttime and on clean, dry skin. If your skin is feeling a little bit damp from the toner and cleansing and everything, just let it air dry a little bit or pat some moisture in, and only when your skin is dry, apply this, and you'll avoid sensitive reactions and irritation and everything like that. Finally, we have two facial oils. So they have a lot of facial oils on their website. They have argan, rosehip, marula oil, and squalane oil. Squalane? I don't know really how to say that word. I got the squalane and the marula oil. I've tried argan oil on my face, and it's not bad, but it's just not one of my favorite oils. Same goes with rosehip. Argan oil is very good for acne and dry skin and really everything, scarring as well. Rosehip is a little better for scarring, but some people have reported getting like cystic acne from rosehip oil, so do make sure to be careful about it and to try it out if you can beforehand. They're two very different oils. Squalene is a very light oil. It's pure squalene oil. It's perfect oil for people who have really oily skin, but it's at the same time very dehydrated because this is very light. It's good for acne as well, and if you feel like you don't like the texture of heavy oils, then this might be for you. I really like it. And then we have the Marula oil, which is a thicker oil, and it's very thought out for dry and mature skins, but it's very good as well for acne scarring. And I think, like, in my opinion, it's better than rosehip. Some people disagree, but that's just like how my skin reacts. I do really like Marula oil. And the squalene oil I forgot to add is plant-derived. You can also get squalene oil, if I'm not mistaken, from sharks. I'm gonna Google that now. So this is squalene. The one that derives from shark liver is squalane. They're a little different but kind of similar. The squalene from olive is more expensive, and it's just a safer option when we're talking about skin because, again, of congestion, because when you remove it from the shark liver, it comes from like their lipid barrier, which may be a little more complicated when it comes to congestion, and it may aggravate your acne. It may as well not, but it comes down to what your skin is more sensitive to. But the squalene is safer and purer, and yeah, I'd go with squalene any day. I think I covered everything, but if I missed anything or if there's a specific product that I haven't mentioned in the bunch and that you want me to review, I will. Leave it down in the comment section and I'll get right on it. And now the part you've been waiting for. You get to enter for a chance to win 3 Ordinary products. So, all you have to do is give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click the little bell button that's next to the subscribe. And then comment down below with the 3 products that you'd like me to get you. Really simple. Thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and I hope you like this video, and I wish you the best of luck in the giveaway. And also go follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. All the info is down below in the description box. If you want to go ahead and buy these wonderful products because you just can't wait, you can also, all the info and links to them is also in the description box. And I will see you on Sunday. Bye!